Hello, welcome to Extra Photography. My name is Daniel. Today I was thinking that we might be talking about taking flat pictures. You take flats to calibrate out dust particles and uneven illumination caused by vignetting optics and such. So to be able to get rid of that in the post-production in the computer, you have to take calibration images. Flat images is one of those calibration images. You also have darks and you also have bias calibration images. But today we're going to talk more about flats. My last telescope, the 102mm mid refractor, which I was talking a little bit about in the part 2 of getting started in astrophotography. I used a Electroluminance panel and just covered the opening of that telescope. And this is connected to a 12-volt output, and you see it's kind of pink, but it actually is white light, and just hang it over the front of the telescope and off you go. But I am going to cover how I take the flat images with my new telescope. Of course it's a bigger telescope and you need a bigger panel. So what I did was I went out to IKEA and bought one of these. I don't know if IKEA is selling these anymore, but it is a LED panel and it is in the trådfri system. So you have one of these remotes, so you can turn it on. You can change the color temperature. As you can see, I usually go with the whitest. You can also brighten and dim the panel. So for me, because CCD cameras or CMOS cameras are so sensitive to light, I had to go all the way down to the dimmest part. So what I do is that I point my telescope so it covers the middle of the flat panel and adjust the exposure settings in the computer so that the camera gets approximately 1/3 of the exposure time needed to get saturated. So 1/3 of the ADU units, as we call it. Another thing I did to this LED panel was that to make sure the illumination was spread across the entire field and evenly illuminated, I went out to Biltema to buy a opaque plexiglass screen. So I just hang this in front of the LED panel to make it even more even illuminated. I actually don't know if that is necessary because it has a opaque panel, but the LEDs are sitting along the edge of the panel, so just to be 100% confident that I had illuminated field, so I just mounted the plexiglass screen over it. Another method you can use is the dawn flats or twilight flats. Basically what you do is take a white t-shirt and you simply just put it over the opening like this, and just stretch it out. I don't know if you can see here, but just stretch it out and put a rubber band or zip tie, something like that, around it to make it completely flat, and point it to a part of the sky which is nicely even illuminated. So that's the two methods you can use. We can now go into the computer and I will show you how to shoot flats if you are using a CCD or a CMOS camera, or how you do it when you are shooting with a DSLR camera, because it's slightly different techniques. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it and you will get notified when I have uploaded some new videos.